Besant's criticism of the arms inconvertibility may point to US-China currency war. The Big and Beautiful Act may be aimed at PRC China militarily. Trump is more trusted than Democrats on immigration issues. Recently, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent made remarks about the RMB in an interview with Bloomberg, saying that it is a fallacy to want the RMB to become the world's main reserve currency, because the RMB is not freely convertible, and pointed out that China's 1.4 billion people want to move their money out of the country. Some online comments such as @Lachiji regard Bessent's statement as a signal that the Trump administration is openly waging a currency war against China. Combined with Trump's recent high tariff policy and trade protectionism, some analysts believe that the United States may weaken China's economic competitiveness by putting pressure on the RMB exchange rate and restricting access to China's financial markets. Some posts mentioned that the Trump administration may return to the 2019 strategy, when the United States briefly listed China as a currency manipulator, and further escalate the trade conflict on the grounds of exchange rate issues. Bessent's remarks triggered heated discussions on the internet about the Sino-US currency war, the internationalization of the RMB, and the escalation of the trade war. Overall, the interpretation is divided into two camps. The hardliners believe that this is the beginning of the US currency war against China, which may be combined with tariff policies to further squeeze China's economic space. Cautious groups believe that the possibility of a currency war is low, and that Bessent's statement is more of a political gesture aimed at increasing bargaining chips in trade negotiations. The Big and Beautiful Bill allocates tens of billions of dollars to President Trump's Golden Dome missile defense project, yet scientists dismiss it as a mere fantasy, noting that the U.S. has already spent over $350 billion on nuclear missile defense in the past 60 years without ever proving its effectiveness. Other significant military investments include billions more for shipbuilding, substantial outlays for artillery and ammunition, and funding for next-generation combat aircraft like the F-47. For fiscal year 2026, the Department of Energy's National Nuclear Security Agency (NNSA) has proposed a 58% increase in spending on new nuclear warheads, totaling $30 billion, while nuclear nonproliferation, cleanup, and renewable energy programs face substantial cuts. Silicon Valley figures, such as Palantir CEO Alex Karp, widely believe that weapon manufacturing is not only a cornerstone of national defense, but also a reflection of national character. They are obsessed with preparing for a potential war with China, asserting that any risks associated with artificial intelligence development pale in comparison to the imperative of beating China. Researchers suggest that the massive expansion of U.S. armaments under the Big and Beautiful Bill could indicate the Trump administration is preparing for a hot war in the near future. This raises questions about whether the military actions would target Iran, Russia, or China. Since June 2025, the Trump administration has intensified immigration enforcement, boosting ICE arrests from a few hundred to 1,200–1,500 daily, and strengthening border controls, reducing illegal crossings to a historic low of about 6,000 in June. ICE detains a record 59,000 people, 47% without criminal records, showing broader deportation efforts. X-platform discussions, like at RIS1130's posts, suggest public support for deportation rose from 36% in 2016 to 55–64% in 2025, though such claims may oversimplify or exaggerate poll data. A PBS News or NPR or Marist poll June 23, 2025 found 54% of Americans view ICE actions as too aggressive, yet 80% back deporting illegal immigrants with violent crimes. Pew Research early 2025 shows 59% support stronger deportation efforts, but 56–78% oppose deporting immigrants with jobs, childhood arrivals, or U.S. citizen spouses. CNN or Ipsos polls June 2025 indicate Trump leads Democrats on immigration trust by 6-19 points, but 56% disapprove of his deportation policy's implementation. Public support varies by context, favoring targeted over blanket deportations.